Good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Just saw my baby out the door. She's on the way to school, so we're gonna get into it. I was trying to take some trades prior. Probably was a bad idea. Cooking breakfast and shit. So I have a bunch of executions here. Dug myself out of a hole. One thing I'm noticing is definitely, trying to hit these tiny stop losses. I stop myself out a lot, even though the move happens pretty much right after. So something to keep in mind. I'm looking to go long. If I can find an opportunity. Right in here. I pretty much logged on right around this area, around 10 o'clock, I guess. And you can see the candles were, engulfing each other all the time. So if you put a tight stop loss, you'd be getting stopped out a lot. Let's see what we can get. Have some liquidity up here. Some lows. We're short-term bullish right now, but we could be just stuck in a range as well in a 1 minute. So let's see if we could get price to come down here. My bad, guys. I'm fucking sick too, so I'm sniffling. Forgive me. I have an imbalance up here. Oops. If we could get a tap back down in, I'll take a long. Push my stop up. And on days that are like more choppy, like you get stopped out a lot using tight stops. But if you're like in the move on those days that it's just going and going, you don't have to worry about your stops as much. So if we can make a short-term low, I'll move my stop to break even. We broke this high with a candle closure, so kind of want to just move my stop to break even. Oh my god. That's one thing about moving your stop too, is like it could come down here and just skyrocket out of here too. But moving my stop here doesn't give me a chance to see that. But I really wouldn't want to see this low down here. So that's unfortunate. Got to within 0.5 of the TP. I'm probably gonna take it if we get to like 8 points or something again. Right below this imbalance. There we go. And I used 2 contracts. The more I study, the more I do this, the more confident that I get in taking these trades. Like this whole time when I was getting chopped up, in this consolidation, like this is kind of what put me on a little bit of tilt as I entered right here, and it pretty much tapped. I was within 0.5 of my price target, and then it completely came back, and I got out for about a point of profit. And then I'm still bullish at this point, but in consolidation or more choppier days, entering and then stuffing your stop up right below, get chopped out a lot. Especially, this is just, what time is this? 10:02. Yeah, so just in this area right here, a little consolidation, but still leaning bullish. It's like my stats aren't that good in days like this. But you see, and then one thing I noticed, like I said about my stops, is like, okay, I got entered here, I pushed my stop up, I didn't want to see this low get taken. Okay, stopped out. And then right here, now I was wilding. I tried to get a short back down to this low since we broke this low, but in consolidation you're just getting a range. So choked this trade, got stopped out, then I bought again, and all this is while I'm like, I got bacon on the stove and shit, so that's my bad. But buy here, I choked my trade up to here, but if I kept my stop at 10 points down here at 11.25, I would have been perfectly fine for the run up. I think there's one more in here. Like this one, I bought at 22.75. If I had a 10-point stop or below these lows, I would have been perfectly fine for this whole run up. But instead, I got stopped out for a couple points. But still maintaining bullishness. Entered here and got stopped out again because I choked it right behind this candle, which is because I was trading such high contracts. I didn't want to see more drawdown. I was already in like drawdown by 800 or something like that. So, took a 0.25 loss on 4 contracts, which is fine, I guess. But if I put my stop down here like I normally would with like a 1 contract, I would have saw that run up easily without getting stopped out. And then I entered again, but on Ninja Trader you have to re-enter the contract size. So I actually entered, and on the one that works, I only had 1 contract. So that was kind of unfortunate. But that's what happens when you're not focused, you're not locked in and doing other shit. Then my baby shitted somewhere around this time. Had to change her diaper. And this is another one too. Enter here. Choked my trade by 0.25 points. Entered at 41. Even if I had a 5-point stop loss, easily could have saw 10 points. And then up here, stopped out, entry, stop, entry. And then so I took this trade thinking that like the other day, or maybe it was yesterday, this shit that was the back testing actually. Hope you guys enjoyed that video too. We just kept running up, stacking green candles. So if we had that kind of momentum, I wanted to just get in quickly here, but that's why I choked my trade here. And then this is the trade that I got out of the hole with, and saw that run up. 4 contracts for 10 points, very nice. And then we have a retracement here, and I mentioned in my backtesting video, I haven't practiced the counter trend kind of retracements yet, but once we got back bullish, I was seeing my baby out the door throughout this time, and then, or maybe I was already recording, I don't fucking know, bro. And then 2 contracts here. So this is my trading day. plus 375. Fucking, I'm sure the trailing drawdown, it got me a little bit today because that first trade was up 8 points and came right back to stop. So I want to call it a day. One thing about scalping that I've noticed is, since there's so many opportunities, you can literally sit here for like hours and hours. And if you're in drawdown, you know, that's not good because your psychology, like, you only have so much mental energy. Whereas if you're trading a 15-minute 1 hour, you get your one setup a week or whatever, but less opportunity to revenge trade. And so that's pros and cons of any system. And yeah, so let's see if we can get another one. Still bullish. We took this liquidity, but one thing that, you know, I had to learn is just because you take liquidity doesn't mean you're reversing all the way to fucking hell. You know, you might just get a retracement from it. You might just get a quick reaction and then we continue bullish. You know, a lot of possibilities can happen, whereas, you know, studying ICT for a long time, it's like, oh, price is only headed to liquidity. But how it gets there is not a straight line, you know. And I was like, okay, before it's like, okay, we took liquidity, we're gonna come for these equal lows or this sell side liquidity. Whereas we might just take out this low and then go back up and then come down. Or like, there's a lot of possibilities that you got to think about. And so my trading now is like a combination of ICT and Dave Teaches FX on YouTube. He has some free videos to watch. They're like pretty dry, pretty slow, and then some of it's like, well, that seems pretty fucking basic. But at the end of the day, I liked his psychology videos. I like his story. This fool was facing eviction. You know, he couldn't eat so his kids could eat, stuff like that, and I respect it. So who am I not to try to take some gems from this guy when he has a story like that? And now he has a mentorship, of course, like any smart, profitable trader would have right now. And he's helping people, man. People are buying houses. I'm seeing 20K days from his students, so I'm not gonna hate on this man just because his videos or his charts aren't as clean as like ICT traders. I'm gonna try and get one more. It's already 11. I usually try to stop by now. So on the 1 minute, let's see, 53.25. We got this area right here, some liquidity imbalance here. So it came up from there. Yeah, so this whole box could just be a range. Let's see if we could get out of this hole right here. Didn't quite take these lows, so I would like a tap below. So we might not get it. I'm gonna push this one up. Let's see, 52. Target 5. 62. I'm gonna push this to break even. I don't want to give up any of these gains. And yeah, I might get stopped out. It's basically choking the trade, but just got out of that. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be whipping around, but that was a nice 4 or 5 point scalp, right? And one thing that Dave teaches FX, talks about is like sometimes we get so locked into the liquidity, and well, I'm speaking for myself, but something he mentioned is like a reaction from this area. Is this area a spot that you think we're gonna take out all these highs, or does a lot more things need to happen first, like a couple taps down, or up, back down, take liquidity, then go. Like, not every little tap of every area is gonna be responsible for like taking major highs. So something that you could also do is like just take the reaction off of a lot of these spots. Let's see, 60, 125. Oh, so that was a 4 point trade. But we did hit the 5 points. Why did I switch it to 5 points? Is just basically because what I just said. Do I expect a bounce here to run straight to 10 points? We have an imbalance here. There's a lot of things to look at, but I could have taken this reaction from this imbalance back down for a couple points. If we could get a trade back down in, I might take something, but I'm gonna choke it back to these highs. All right, it got really close. Oh, damn. It would have been nice to just get tapped out there for that 5 pointer. But see how fast the 5 second moves, like tap back, almost tapped my target, snapped back, and then we could easily come back down and take liquidity again. So, it's just about practice, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's just practice. So I'm gonna call it there for the day, guys. 500 is plenty. Let's do the math on that. 500 divided by 8-hour day, $62 an hour. And of course, if you work for the man, they're probably gonna fucking pound you and make you work overtime. So you probably did 10 hours, $50 an hour. Why did I need the calculator for that? Anyways, let's hit it with the full cam. What's up, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope my explanations were decent. It's morning, and I'm trying not to drink coffee. Bunch of excuses not to have a clear mind, but yeah, thanks for watching. I hope I explained myself well, and hopefully you guys picked up some stuff from my trades. I'm not an educator. I'm not in any condition to be teaching how to trade. I'm just still on the journey like I was 2 years ago, and I'm gonna try and upload a few more videos this year because I did have a 100 video goal for this year, and mama didn't raise no boo, you know what I mean? So let's see how many videos we could get out, and yeah, it's a $500 day. Apex Trader Funding still having 71% sale. Click the link below, or I'll leave the discount code as well in the description. Y'all have a wonderful, Wednesday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.